6.5 miles in, and it is officially raining again. So we've donned our rain jackets and continuing on. We've got 13 more miles to go, something like that, and it's just about 10 a.m. All right, this is the wrap for day 2. I think I said day 1 at the beginning. This is day 2 of the Laurel Highlands Trail. We did 8 miles. Well, so we, according to the map, we did 8 miles from the last shelter, and that's all the farther we got today. I think it was like 9 something on my watch, because it was raining. It wasn't raining when we left camp this morning. No. It was actually quite nice.
It rained all night last night,
yeah.
But yes.
Rained all night. And it wasn't raining when we started, and we got several miles in. I mean, we were doing 2.5 mile pace, I think, something like that. And it was nice. And then somewhere around
10:30.
10, somewhere in that range.
Yes, because we got here at 10:30.
Yeah. So somewhere between 9 and 10. We'll say, it started raining, and it just picked up and more. So it never downpoured.
No. But it was just a constant steady.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just, yeah. So by the time we got here, we were wet, not soaked through or anything.
No.
But we decided to come down to the shelter just to have lunch and
get out of the rain.
Get out of the rain for a little bit and have somewhere to sit in the dry for a few minutes. And then we never left.
So
now, first of all,
yes. I had service, so I looked at the weather, and it was raining the rest of the day. Light to moderate to heavy at times. So we made the snap decision.
We're not in a rush or anything. We're finishing in 6 days, but anyway, we're supposed to do 19 miles, so we will just readjust. Like you said yesterday, I think the shelters are 10, 12 miles apart-ish, something like that. Yes. So we'll figure it out and make it up.
24 tomorrow.
We might end up doing that much tomorrow. We'll see. So we might just get right back on track. If we do that, we'll get back to where we were supposed to be tomorrow anyway. So I think other than that, it was just woods hiking today. There was an overlook at one point, but there really wasn't anything to see.
It was all socked in.
First, it was socked in. Plus, there were a lot of trees overgrowing, which, we like trees, but for a view with a bench, there really wasn't anything to see. So we breezed right by it anyway. So I think the only other thing that I was going to mention was just that just for anyone who might hike this trail, we're now at mile 50,
54,
50,
2.4, something
like that. Yeah, whatever
the
shelter, the second shelter from the far end,
right.
If you're counting backwards.
If you're going Nobo.
Yeah. So.
Anyway,
it doesn't matter. We're going backwards, so we started at mile 70. There are markers all along the trail that tell you for every mile. That's why I'm saying this. However, the hike into this campsite is really long.
I think it's a mile.
Yeah, it's got to be a mile. So I would suggest not stopping here. If you're going to do that, I wouldn't bother coming to this one. It's a nice site. Same thing: bathrooms, pumps for water, shelters, But yeah,
you have to walk. If we didn't want hard shelter because of the rain, we would have just stopped.
Right.
I think halfway down, where we thought was halfway down,
right.
And but we're like, okay, it's got to be up here. It's got to be up here.
Yeah.
And
you keep thinking it's just ahead, and it never is. So
yeah, and the roofs kind of emerged last minute on the shelters because it is so overcast and cloudy and misty.
Right.
You can't even see anything.
Yeah.
So you can't see how, distance-wise anything
right.
is.
It just kept going and going. So anyway, you may not want to stop at this one. It's just as nice as the others, but anyway, it's really far off trail. So, so that's it. That is day 2.
We spent the day pretty much, the first hour looking for wood. There wasn't a lot of wood to burn.
Yeah.
And then you made the fire and just stoking it for the rest of the afternoon. And
yeah.
So
Yeah, we spent the afternoon
Drying out
pretty
the
much
wood.
drying out wood so that we can burn wood. There wasn't a lot to collect. The last shelter, somebody had stoked a fireplace with lots of wood, so there was plenty of dry firewood. Hopefully tomorrow won't be as rainy. Of course, everything's still going to be wet, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, we do have a fire going and trying to just dry some stuff out as best we can. So again, it's not overly cold. It's in the 60s, I would say, or somewhere
well,
around
it's
60.
Now it's mid 50s.
Mid 50s now.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yes.
So anyway, okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. All right, that's it for day 2. We will see you tomorrow on day 3. Night. All right, really quickly, because it's raining, again, just the sites, they all pretty much look the same. They're just laid out a little bit differently. So we have got 2 shelters, or 2 rather bathrooms up there. We've got a shelter down here. This is us for the night, number 3. And there are a couple more up there that way through the woods. Water pump is up that way. It was a little, it took a little bit to get that one going. The water pump, just, you got to get it up and out of the ground, the water. So we just took some pumping to get that one started, but otherwise all is good. We're just hoping that the rain tapers off here and we'll have a drier day tomorrow. All right, have a good night.